I'll probably get called a racist bigot for this one, but nothing new to me. If a group of people tells you that they don't want to live near you, if a whole group of people looks at you and is like, I don't really want to be in a community with you. I'm just going to go over here with my people and do my thing. Why the hell would you want to follow them? Why would you care? Why would you want to live in that neighborhood? If a group of people looked at me and were like, I don't like straight white Christian girls, or even not that I don't like you. I don't want to integrate with you. We have nothing in common. We don't share no morals. We have no cultural similarities. We don't vibe. I want to go live over here with the people who I vibe with. I wouldn't be like, let me in! Let me in! I'd be like, bye. Okay. Everybody's we're segregating and it's not inclusive. Why would you want to live near them? This group of people is telling you. They're outing them. Hey, me over here. Me. I don't like you. I'm going to go away from you. I'm not going to kick you out. I'm not going to you stay where you are. You do your thing. I'm going over here. What the? Okay. Let them. Regardless of whoever this is. Any group of people could do this. And I'd be like, bet. Go be with the people who want to be around you. Stop trying to follow. Why can't I live in the neighborhood? Why would you want?
We heard her. What I'm about to say is not popular, so be ready to get offended. I don't know what direction it will take, but be offended. So for the people who think it is right to hate people because of the color of their skin, you are wrong and you are insane. If you just hate somebody because of their attributes they cannot change, physical attributes that they cannot change, or mental, whatever the case may be, as in you hate them because of that thing, that is wrong. Don't hate people because of things about them. Maybe you can get offended or whatever the case because of the things they do, something like that. If that is the reason, then to me that's somewhat okay. It's not fine, but I say it's a little reasonable. Maybe at that point you can try to fix things. If you have somebody that's misbehaving, tell them that I don't like this about you, fix it. There is a resolution. Not someone with one eye and you tell them that I don't like the fact that you have one eye. What would they do? So if you look at somebody, this goes for whether you're black or you're white. If you hate a white man because he's white, you are wrong. And if you hate a black person because they are black, you are wrong. So repent of your sin. You are both in sin, so repent. Some people come and meet me that, oh, but it's the white man that has power, prejudice, yeah. Both of you are racist. Whether you are black or you are white, if you hate someone because of their race, you are racist. I don't care the new modern day definition, especially for the Christians in my audience that have some form of prejudice against white people because you are black, because they've done something in the past. You are a racist. There's no two way about it. Same thing with the white people. Because of, oh, this person have done this thing, so I hate all black people. You are a racist. So repent. So I think for context, I'm not exactly sure. I think there is something in the news where some Arkansas people are segregating themselves. They are white people saying they want to stay in a white-only area. I don't agree with them, or based on their own sentiments, they are not saying they hate black people. They are just saying they want to stay on their own. I'm not saying it is also right or correct per se, but in the current American structure, every other person is allowed to segregate themselves except for white people. So if you people say this is wrong, let it be wrong across the board. There should be no preference for one race over the other. When black people segregate themselves, when Chinese people segregate themselves, we should also call it out as evil and not just leave it as is. So if it's evil, let the laws be uniform. Let it not be one-sided, where it's allowed for this race but it's not right for this other race. But overall, I think what that guy is doing is a grift. Can't remember where I saw it, but there's a report where he used to be an adult film producer, whatever the case may be, he and his former wife, but now he's trying to form a grift of I am conservative. No, you cannot be conservative when you have a degenerate lifestyle. So there is this cartoonist that had an issue where he was trying to sympathize with the black community, and in his sympathy he was attacked, and in his apathy he was also attacked. So what he said is, get away from them. There is no solving this. And to me, this is a cauldron that has been brewing with unforgiveness plus unforgiveness plus unforgiveness, that has gotten to a point where white people who are trying to be good to black people are seen as white saviors, and white people who don't really care anymore are seen as white supremacists. If you're enjoying this video, please leave me a like, share the video if you are enjoying it so far, and subscribe. We need your support. It's more for you, but it's a huge thing for us. Just a button away. click it. So whether you try to help or whether you don't try to help, you are seen as a bad person. Then what do you expect them to do? They will most likely just say, I don't care anymore. So we should not expect everybody to be reasonable. I'm not saying I agree with them, but I'm just saying we should not expect everyone to be reasonable. There will always be people who will come out and do unreasonable things, or people who just don't care anymore and will just sign out. That is what is currently going. If they try to be the ally that they are encouraged to be, they are punished. If they try to be independent and not bother anybody, they are punished. So what do they want to do? They want to stay on their own. Whether it's good or not, I don't know. All I just know is I understand them. So for me, I don't think there's anything wrong in people saying, your culture is this way, my own culture is this way. Our culture clashes. I don't want to be around you. I don't think that's evil. Do I like it? No, I don't like it. I don't. Can I call it evil? I don't know which metric I would use to call it evil. They don't want to be around me, okay? Then don't be around me. But it's also two-sided in the fact that if they don't want to be around me, and the reason they don't want to be around me is something reasonable, but I'm unwilling to change. I'm unwilling to take criticism. It is not on me now to then put on them to say, you must be around me. They've tried their own best to be around me, and I'm not making it easier on them. Although they generalized, I cannot force them to be around me. I can't. Even though our culture is different. When I say culture, take for instance, in the black community, it's allowed for you to have a lot of children outside wedlock. Single motherhood is very rampant. Different kind of. I'm not saying it's not in the white community, but being loud in public, all these kind of things, it's somewhat allowed. But in the white community, it's a little shunned, and there are whites who have some European descent, or if not all of them. Yeah, some, I would say some are Asians also, and they don't have this culture. But then you are mixing with them and they feel like, this is unusual for me. And when they say this is unusual for me, they are called racist. If they say show up on time and you say no, I don't want to show up on time, they are called racist. They say keep your hair a particular way, you be like, how come you don't want me to keep my own traditional hair? My own traditional hair is dreads. You people are racist. I reject your culture. And the white person say, okay, I don't want to deal with you. We call them racist. I will say this is a little unfair. Well, it's not my culture. I just know if somebody calls every single thing in my own culture racist, I will not want to deal with you. As an Igbo man, go your own way, I go my own way. I don't need to like you to understand you. So, and again, I would say I prefer to know when people don't like me. I'm the kind of person that hates it when I can see you don't like me, but you're trying to put a front that you like me. If someone says, okay, I don't like your culture, so I'm going to go another place. They've shown me they don't like my culture. Shouldn't I be thanking them for not making it hard for me to decipher? Then I go and find people who do like my culture or who like me. Mind you, they are not saying they hate me because of the color of my skin. They say, I don't like to deal with you because of your culture. Your culture is in conflict with mine. Fine. I don't have to know you. I don't have to like you to interact with you. But thank you for telling me you don't want to deal with me. It saves me a lot of headache. At least I know where to cross and where not to cross around you. You've helped me. So I don't understand how people will still be trying to shame people that, no, you must do this, you must collect my money, no, you must live around me. They don't want to. Not saying it's right. Not saying I like it either, but it helps. Mind you, even in all of these things, I still won't hate you if you don't want to be with me or if you don't want to be around me. I don't need your permission for me to like you. I don't need you to follow all the rules for me to like you. If I'm to follow Christ, who died for me, even while I was still a sinner, I'm supposed to like people even without them giving me a reason to. I hate no one. People annoy me. People vex me. People make me frustrated. But I can never reach a state where I say, I hate you. If you don't give people the freedom to make these decisions, they are not free at all. If people can't segregate, if people can't say, I don't want to deal with X, I don't want to deal with Y. Maybe because of some flimsy excuse or some reason, pattern recognition, they've been beaten too many times because of a particular kind of culture, a kind of people, then they can make that decision and be like, I've been beaten too many times. I don't want to continue like this. Because I'm very, very sure, even, I'm not talking about all those crazy racist people. I'm talking about reasonable white people that are tired of some of this culture and they point it out straight up. But the black community keeps supporting this attitude, thuggery, loudness, rap music that always contains some form of violence, baby mama drama every single time, no father in the home, different kind of crazy things that are happening. And I won't say we, because me, I'm not in the black community, I'm an African. You see black Americans more or less just owning these things and feeling as if it's their identity. It's not your identity. It's identity that has been cooked up for you that you are forcing yourself to protect. No, it's not. If you look at the blacks in the 50s, although they didn't have much, they were well organized. They were richer. They were smarter. They were competing. But because of some stupid propaganda or whoever wants the black community to stay where it is, they've proliferated so many media that has given them the identity of the delinquents. That is to say, thuggery now is now championed. When before, thuggery was, how will I put it, pushed away. The father in the home will make sure that his son doesn't turn into a thug. But because of what they call it, this money government gives single mothers, black people in the US or even outside the US are now kicking away their husbands because no, the government will feed me and my children. I don't need a man, to the point where there is no standard. There is no good practice. I'm not saying there are no good black people in the US. There are many of them, millions, but they are being overshadowed by the madness that is going on in the community because of the thugs and the delinquents around them. So the good part of the black community, they are fighting, they are trying their best to make sure they are not represented by the Cardi B's, the Snoop Dogs, even the basketballers, whatever the case may be. But the ones that are actually the intellectuals, not necessarily fully intellectuals, but rather the responsible men in their society. In the past, you had shows like Cosby. Picture that setting. Now, what type of shows do you have? You had Frasier. What do you have now? Either ways, I see it as a double blessing. When people say they don't like you, ask them why. They will tell you why. And if it's not as unreasonable as you think, work with them. If it is unreasonable, avoid them. Either ways, it's a blessing. The worst you will have is having neighbors that hate you and they will never tell you. But when things go bad, they will burn you alive. So all of these things are more complex than simply shouting racist. It's very complex to the point where sometimes I try not to get involved, but in cases like this, I will say I should get involved and encourage people to listen more to you people you think are your enemies. Understand where they are coming from. Then you can either critique them or you improve on your own end. Either ways, you win. Anyhow though, I don't know whether this rant made any sense to anybody, but if it did, please leave me a like, share, and subscribe. Above all, don't hate your neighbor. You can stay away from some people, but don't hate them. Until the next one, I'll see you guys and gals later. We release a video every weekday. Subscribe and click the bell icon so that you don't miss the next one. Until next time, bye-bye.